Download everything and join. 27 notifications from YouTube. Wow. So much damn fur on the socks. Darn it. Okay. Here's the and Hi. Welcome. Let me see the picture on my second one. Okay. Special shout out goes to Ninja Cat Mew. It's a collab with him. And I work on doing it to him.
Played this before?
I forgot to put the ad sign.
I know Miss Pickle. She is my sister.
Okay, I have his live
This is
stream
new for
up.
her, so we're gonna have to go easy on her.
Okay, I'm just working on trying to get there. Okay, finally. Hold on, let me do something to the minute. There we go. Right. Okay, I kind of messed up a bit. Okay. Now I'm more of a different type of girl. I gotta change skin then. I changed my skin to a cat with for my brother. Oh, oh my gosh. What does that me hate? A barbarian. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off the headphones. Okay. Let me turn off the game my volume menu. Wait. Holy shit. Ah. looks weird on mobile. I know about that.
Okay, next let's allocate your stats. You want me to explain how stats and dice rolling work in this game? Stats determine what you're good at. Each stat has a use in combat, but they can also apply to role-playing situations and other things you do while adventuring in the world. Whenever you roll the 20-sided die, you'll add whichever stat applies to the roll. So, say you've got a +3 in wisdom and need to see if someone is telling the truth, you would roll the d20 and add 3 to whatever you rolled. That insight check would show how well you're able to read that person's intentions and emotions. Rolling high means you can understand them and see through any lies they might be telling. Rolling low means that you believe whatever they're saying.
Okay.
Within reason, of course. If you roll a 20 on that die, then you'll almost certainly succeed at whatever you're trying to do, or at least get useful info. Let's try an example. You are speaking to a tavern keeper, asking after some local bandits that you've been hired to hunt down. He talks easily enough, but he says that he has no information on these people or where to find them. Okay, you rolled a 10, so add 3 to that. With a 13, you notice him tense and almost physically withdraw when you ask him about the bandits, giving you the sense that he's hiding something and knows more about the situation than he's letting on. That's pretty much it. Rolling a 20 when you hit someone in a fight also counts as a critical hit and doubles how much damage you do to them. Rolling a 1 on that die, though, can be really bad news. Sometimes it just means failing whatever you're doing. Sometimes it means failing so spectacularly that you, fall down a flight of stairs, out of a window and into a pen of screaming goats. Okay, probably not that specifically, but you get the idea. You'll also see that your class already has stats that will best support their abilities. How you add your extra stat points is up to you. Do you want to make them better at what they already do, or do you want to balance them out a bit? You'll get more stat points to distribute as we play, so don't worry about this step too much. And like that, you've made your first character. Congrats! Now, how about we dive right into things? Let me just set the scene for you. The continent of Faerun has seen hundreds of stories turn into legends. The Dawn Age, when dwarves overthrew the tyrannical giants and elves waged war against evil dragons, thereby carving out a place in the world for small folk. The tyranny of the Rose Dragon, when the great red worm Ylvir Asalisar nearly razed Kalimshan and established her cruel empire. The time of troubles, when celestials and fiends alike were cast from their own realms, warring and laying waste to the mortal plane in their efforts to reclaim their divine positions. Yet each great story has great people steering the narrative. The Rose Dragon's empire only fell because Rafak al-Khajan and his companions slew the evil beast. The times of troubles ended because those like the mage Midnight rose to the occasion, in their case taking the mantle of divinity from the slain celestial Mistra until she could be resurrected. Now we come to the precipice of another such event, a budding calamity that could warp reality as we know it. Though there is no prophesied chosen one, no foreseen savior, if you play your cards right, you might just be able to avert what is to come. Or perhaps your story will simply serve as a cautionary tale for those who survive. Despite this, it all starts with something as mundane as fetching groceries for your parents. We open on Nashkel, a village on the northern slopes of the Cloud Peaks. The late spring rains have abated, making the trek across town to deliver a commission for your father at least a bit less muddy. As you make your way back along the main street, though, it is hard not to notice that your otherwise quiet home is riddled with strained, whispered conversations. Standing behind his produce stand is Eric, one of the farmers living on the village's outskirts. You have known him for most of your life, though he is still young and smile lines have only just begun to crease the sides of his eyes.
Your father said you'd be along to pick up his purchase. I don't envy him his back problems, as if he didn't have enough to deal with already as the headman. Anyhow, here you go. I'm sure he appreciates having you around to do all the heavy lifting for him.
Thanks, Eric.
Sure thing. Just make sure to get home safe.
What's everyone whispering about? I only caught a bit.
Everyone's worried about the people who've gone missing. You probably already heard about Helsa not coming home yesterday. That makes the fourth person in 2 weeks. The trackers looking for her haven't come back yet, but if it's anything like the other 3 disappearances, they won't find anything. People are real frightened. I can't blame them. Might be a good idea to not wander around on your own, even in town.
Fair point. You watch out for yourself, too. Your wife would either break down or start tearing the forest apart looking for you.
Yeah, and then give me a walloping for vanishing on her. But seriously, stay safe until we get this sorted out. Now, get going. I bet your father will be wanting lunch or something soon. Say hello to your mother for me.
Take care, Eric.
See you around.
You hear voices from inside your house. Perhaps it is worth waiting and listening in.
I just heard about it this morning.
Does anyone else know?
I caught one of the trackers before he could go out to look for Helsa. He said he'd check it out while the trail was still warm, if there was one. But I don't know if he told anyone else first.
We'll have to assume that he did. People are already starting to panic, and this will make it worse. I heard people at the market this morning talking about unfamiliar monsters. No one had seen the things themselves, but the rumors are bad enough.
This goes on, and you'll have a mob at your front door demanding answers.
Surprised we haven't seen one already. You've got to get ahead of this.
So what are you going to do about it?
Give me a minute. I've got an idea, but I want to talk it over with Katra first. You're welcome to stay if you like. They should be back soon.
Ah, there you are. Put the food on the table and come talk to me. There's something we need to discuss. you've heard about the people going missing. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, but the whole Kelsit family is gone now. Neri found their farm empty this morning without even a sign of struggle. This is asking a lot, and I've got a feeling your mother's going to kill me after I say this.
Then don't say it.
But I need you to go speak with Endan Dravair and ask for his help.
You're right. I think I will throttle you. Are you insane? People are going missing, and you think sending Katra out into the woods by themselves is somehow a good idea?
I have to agree with Ilan. They'd make a tempting target.
The trackers have been going on their own, and no one's bothered them. Besides, after all the training I've put Katra through, they should be fine on their own.
Yes, but you could just send one of the trackers, or someone else.
I want the trackers to keep looking for our people. Other than them, there's no one else I'd trust in the woods more than Katra.
I have to agree with Ilan.
After all the times you've run off into there as a kid, you probably know the paths better than most of the villagers. And Vair's important. His ego probably won't let him talk to just a random villager. Neri could go, but she doesn't know how to fight, and I don't want the community's healer to be missing for a whole day if someone breaks their arm.
And you're not worried what Vair might do to them?
Unless Katra does something really stupid, which I would trust them not to, they'll be fine.
See, like this, I got three choices. See, it's the cookie choose.
Mom, if I can help the village, then I'm happy to do it. Besides, I was just in the woods yesterday looking for berries, and I was fine.
What we had said is a bit spacey, so
Yeah.
Mom, if I can help the village, then I'm happy to do it. Besides, I was just in the woods yesterday looking for berries, and I was fine.
by the way, Miss Dr. Stina, I think,
I'd say that. This isn't exactly a enviable task. I'm proud of you. Now, Endon Dravair is a proud creature. He has the wisdom of the ages and probably knows something that we don't. But there's a good chance he won't help us for free, just on principle. If he doesn't, I want you to offer him money. This pouch has 100 gold coins in it.
100? Where did you get that kind of money?
I took it from the village's emergency fund. I'd say this counts. Rounded it out to 100 using money we were saving for a new roof. Start with a low offer, like 30, and work your way up, unless you think you're going to insult him or lose his interest. Whatever help or advice he can give will be welcome. If we're lucky, he might already know where our missing people are or where to look. A bird's eye view could show him what we need.
I still think that this is a bad idea.
If I'm being honest, it probably is a bad idea, but it's the only one we've got.
Anything else I should know before going?
At this point, you know everything that we do. I wish we could be of more help, but Vair's home is not far. Hopefully nothing will bother you on the way.
Right. I guess I'll head out now then.
Oh, before you go, do you want to do a quick sparring match? Couldn't hurt to brush up on your technique, just in case.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
My choice now is I'll leave now.
Guess I'll head out now then.
Brush up on your technique, okay?
And this one I am going to choose because this will show Miss Pickle what to do. And I'm going to say, Divine Smite is, I don't know, I haven't played the Paladin. Wait, this is, I don't know, their name keeps changing randomly because I'm using their accounts. But they played the Berserk, or Barbarian before. Gives a raise.
One more thing. I'm sure you can find your way and don't want me fussing over you. But in case something happens, you should take your father's old wayfinder. I'll take good care of it.
Just be careful, and come back in one piece. We'll be waiting for you with some dinner ready.
Doing it. I was having fun. And once you came up here, when you were talking to Mom, I just got disconnected.
It happens.
Mm-hmm. See?
Okay, so you have Divine Smite, and what other?
Fudge.
Don't know? Okay. Divine Smite is a hold to use, and then you hit something.
Okay.
Right after. You saw that little glowing particle around your sword?
Yeah.
There you go. It's a fly. Don't worry.
Why is it in my...
Is your... talking?
Okay.
Hello, Miss Pickle fans. I will be... This is me, Ninja Cat Meow Meow. We are playing co-op. I'm just helping her in person.
Yep.
Explaining some stuff.
Yep.
But now we have to wait for her to connect to the multiplayer game.
Yep.
Might be my side. No, it's still on, I can tell.
Can I have this flashlight open?
Okay, hold on, folks. I'll be back.
Yep. Something that was going on with my side, and it won't work. Why is there fucking fly in here now? Thanks a lot, brother! I need a flipping flash one now. Trying to kill flippin' fly and I lost it.
Hello, folks. We're back for a bit. To save and quit. To see if she can get back on. Yeah, we are playing during the time of the Sulfur update. I haven't played the Sulfur update, so I don't know. We're going back onto the Minecraft Dungeons and Dragons, so we know.
I killed it! So the flashlight stays in here because it's mine. Okay, let's try that again. The last stage spot was the one basement area, I think so. I am craving grilled cheese now.
Yes, it does take a while for it to load. That's why I loaded it before we started the live. But we're having some technical difficulties, so we have to do this during the live. But that should be fine. Oh, it's loading more. Okay. The UI changed to a more simplistic.
I'm trying to connect to his world.
Okay, now we're back on. Let's see if we're still gonna wait. I'm still gonna mess with my text and stuff while I wait. Probably destroy all these. Okay. This is why I increased my wisdom to have this attack. Yeah, I'm better on conditioning. You just keep attacking. Down and go down. So it looks like I need to reach this cooldown by quite a bit. It looks like I can keep them poisoned for a while. Maria, grab that bowl down.
The container bowl?
Yes, the one in the pot.
Okay, no.
Okay. What?
I got it.
What? Where's the lid?
Right back here.
About the lid.
Okay. There's the lid. Let me. Aaron, guess what? Aaron. I have lay on hands.
Oh, lay on hands. Oh my god, that's a healing skill.
Okay.
Can somebody go get my trash, please?
I will. Aaron's helping out. Hey, brother.
Another trigger. Hey, baby girl.
Yeah.
Can you go get the hairbrush from the fucking car?
Okay, yeah, Maria, lay on hands is healing skill.
Okay.
So you can heal yourself.
Okay.
Okay, now plug this. Go get the hairbrush.
No, you can.
Okay.
Alright.
You want to go get my hairbrush?
Okay, fine. Yes.
Okay. Ooh. That smells good. What? The loin. The pork. Yep. It was funny of me keep on saying the wrong type of food. Yes.
Will you put the spaghetti in that bowl, please?
Uh-huh.
The bowl you just grabbed down.
Okay, I will. Hold on then.
See if my hairbrush gets all the way down. Then, ooh, itchy, right? Spaghetti. Check your lay on hands. It's the same way as about. Did you heal the dummy?
No.
Oh, you used Divine Strike.
Yeah.
That's an actual paladin thing. Your hair got so much more poofy. Hold on! I haven't even done over here yet. So what about over here?
Here you go. Can I see?
Maria. Look.
Oh.
Size 10.
10 Technically, I could, but that's probably really narrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you want the spaghetti?
Eh.
Did you fully brush your hair, Mom? I fully brushed.
Yeah, I cut knots. I got some knots.
Hey, that's your hair, too.
Yeah, I know.
Try laying hands. Yeah, looks like you just killed yourself.
Can somebody see if there's water for Chestnut?
I will as I go down, as I hand Maria the spaghetti.
Okay.
Spaghetti, by the way, who's she?
There's.
Damn.
Yep.
Technically all
I haven't had one.
Daisy. I haven't even had any of the big ones. The big ones were gone.
How's it going so far, and how long have you been on your journey?
Haha, I got the fat one.
Do those dresses ever come in plus
Can I have
The
the...
one I'm showing right now, or the last one, Miss Barnes?
They ain't sweet.
No, I shouldn't
Because
be
this one, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
they ain't sweet, that's good.
in a plus size
They're
because
like
I've never
upside
seen
down.
it in general. I think
Uh-huh.
this one's
The
good, too.
harder sweet ones. Ugh.
1 month, you go, girl.
So sue me that I like sweet gold.
I like sour.
No sugar. Pickle.
Size 14.
Yeah, you're okay. I look so derpy with the helmet on. Well, how here?
I know, right?
That's just seen from cold to warm.
Oh.
Mom, look at this.
Uh-huh. Oh, I know.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I'll start eating, yes. Scoop?
Technically, the scoop for that is right in the sink. But,
Submerged.
yeah.
Yeah, probably Nemo. Yes, the fish's name was Nemo.
How right?
Well, because it's thin with different sizes, I think. Actually, no, because
Is this one yours?
What? I can't tell. Yes. I mean, look at it, yes.
Okay, then,
What?
your daddy said it was yours.
Yeah.
You have had
Mom,
one shirt and several underwear.
Yep.
Mom, here. That's because he doesn't know what size I am. Remember?
Yeah.
He never really went shopping.
That's not even either one.
Whose?
Is that yours?
His.
Let's see what it is.
I can tell he never looked at it.
Let's just donate it.
No, we had to hand it back to him. I don't even know what the fix is.
throw away.
And to give yourself all the grace.
I'm like, throw it away. Dominoes.
Bro. Oh, never mind.
It's a large. Okay.
Maria can fit a large.
Nope, you can't. Extra large. She's in an extra large also. This one. Extra large white. That's
Hold on, let me see. Not mine.
You'll put it in with our white stuff so that way we can tie dye it.
Where's our white stuff then?
In a white bag out there. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Guess what? That too.
Okay.
Well, I know who that one was.
Damn. I wonder if it will fit.
What size?
What do you do?
Just a little.
It's a large.
Here. Oh.
Where's the 36?
It's a large male. That looks like it.
Oh, I wonder.
So,
I don't prefer larges, but I can wear larges.
Yes, we do.
Help me. Help me. No, don't use me. I won't.
oh my. No, it does not.
No, this is not hers.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
Literally,
Actually, does Maria have pants?
all of it is back.
Does Maria have no pants?
Yes.
I think I have enough pants now.
And well, guess what? We have another fucking box.
Yeah, I don't prefer it. I don't prefer it, but if I have to, I will.
Oh my god.
Do you want the shirt?
Yes.
Yes.
Put it on.
Let me see if it'll fit you, honey.
I was saying over the shirt.
No.
She would wear that.
Because you saw me. Oops.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really prefer larges, but I can wear them.
Guess what? Oh, wait. Give me that small box right there. Behind the door.
Thank you. Put it like a... That has a wallet. Yeah, you don't like it. It's too hard to open.
Okay.
Douche! No foot!
Sorry.
I'm joking.
Ready for
Sure. You yell at me. And you yell at me. So apparently it fits. That they fit better than me.
Yeah.
Mine went like this.
I know.
While hers is like this.
I know.
Mine you saw. Ooh. Yeah, that's the funny thing. It went like this for me. Yours is going like this.
Yep. It likes me better.
Nope.
There you go. That was funny.
Okay.
Gonna go to them.
Nope. I've already gone through them. Your daddy can have those.
Okay, so that moved. Sorry.
No, you're fine. That can go in this box.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It protects it more.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
Yep. Okay. This can go out there.
Oh, so I'm putting it on the thingamabob.
What thingamabob?
Drywall.
Yeah. I'm just needing to create more room in here.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Maria, I need that.
Okay. Baby girl. Steady.
Fridge.
Yes.
Hey, I figured it out for you.
Thank you. Now we just gotta work on that.
Yep. My stuff.
The two boxes that are in here that don't belong in here. Okay. Give you guys a little bit longer to play unless you don't want to. It's up to you though. Oh my god, that smells so good. Oh. I'm like, what?
Sacrifice.
No.
Like I did the pinky instead. Okay, nice. I'm wearing this shirt now.
Okay. That's not my idea, that. Always trying to figure out what was behind this. A gate of some sort. Just gonna walk backwards. Just walking. I'm not hard of this right
Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Wonder if they got something to do with what's going on. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Wonder if they got something to do with what's going on.
Okay. First I'm doing this again. I'm following him. I'm not going up. I'm sorry, but now I'm going.
We're just exploring a little bit because it literally just changed around here. It's actually.
Hold on.
Guess this is it? Unless this wayfinder led me to some old owlbear den. Okay then.
As you reach for the coin that seemed to suck the life from Endan Dravair, you note a crack running down its face. Whatever these people want with it, you doubt they should have it. The moment you touch the metallic surface, though, a jolt of energy sears through your fingers and up your arm, followed by a sense of pressure, as if the ocean's tide were rushing into your flesh. Recoiling, the coin is adhered to your fingertips, bound there even as you feel that the force pouring from it stretches your skin and crushes your bones, threatening to rupture and burst your entire body. Rather than your body, though, it is the coin that bursts, erupting into shards of metal as the same light that flowed into it earlier streams into you. The physical pain abates, though something continues to press on your mind, clawing its way into your thoughts and filling your skull as the world around you distorts and turns insensible, chaotic, and then, finally, dark.
What happened? Where is...
Who are you? Done to me!
I don't know.
Answer me!
Please, stop! Who are you? What are you doing to me?
Who am... I will ask again. Who are you? What happened to those people in my cave?
Your cave? Who or what are you?
Do not play games, child. I am Endan Dravair, and you will answer my questions.
My name's Katra. I live in a nearby village. You're saying you're the dragon?
Do not play games with me, child. Now answer my questions. What happened in my cave, and what have you done to me?
What do you remember?
I remember. They must have trapped my soul in that coin. I have heard of artifacts that can do such. I had never expected that it would be so painful, though. It felt like I was being torn and pulled apart, then crushed until I could not even tell what part of my body I was feeling. I suppose, though, that I was not feeling my body at all.
saw the thing seeping out of my body, but I could not see if I was breathing. Everything after is unclear. It hurts to remember. I was still reeling when the next thing I clearly saw was your face. A moment before, I felt that transfer again. Then we were here. Now, we need to return me to my... Do you smell smoke?
Yeah. I'm going home. I need to see if anything has happened.
This is a waste of time. You need to find the people who took my body immediately.
Only after I see if they went to my village first. They may have done something.
So there is someone left. Oh, I figured there would be a few of you bumpkins left scurrying about like rats. Well, we can't have you going and squealing to your neighbors about us, no. We want things to be quiet and peaceful, so you will have to come with us.
What have you done to my home? Where is everyone?
Take or kill them. We'll have no witnesses today.
This was my home.
Not anymore, it would seem.
Why would they do this? Where is everyone?
Do you actually expect an answer to that question, or are you simply asking empty questions to hear yourself speak?
No, it's just, this is a lot to process, and I feel sick.
We do not have time for you to be pathetic. Your little village is gone. Accept that and move on.
It's not helpful. But I suppose you're a bit absorbed in your own little world anyhow, aren't you? Not like you've ever cared about us before.
There was not much to care about. Even less now.
It's cruel and not appreciated right now. I understand that you're upset, but I am too. So can you please lay off?
Fine.
So what are we supposed to do now? I don't have a home, and you don't have a body, and I'm not letting you take over mine.
I do not think that I could, even if I tried. As much as it galls me to admit it, all I can do is hurt you. I think that I could kill you if I truly wished, but that would likely end my life too.
That's good to know.
We shall hunt the people who took my body. We will find a way for you to put me back, and I can force answers out of those treacherous eels. Perhaps you can use the coin again to set things right.
But it exploded when I touched it. It felt like something was being forced into me before I blacked out. That must have been when you came.
Without the coin, I doubt that you would have been able to restore me anyhow, much less after whatever that monster of theirs did to me in the time since. It seemed to be fusing with my form. It might have been feeding. That was not the impression I felt.
So I've got the same question as before. What now?
Short of purging my soul from your body, which I would not recommend lest you want me to destroy the both of us first, you will need to put me into another vessel. Ideally, though, that vessel will be my own original body, purified of whatever has come to infest it. If your villagers were taken by this group, then finding where they have taken me will also lead you to the answers you seek.
Sure, but I don't know anything about healing dragons or moving souls from one body to another. How are we supposed to do all of that, or even find these people?
I think that the best course now would be to seek the advice of the scholars in Candlekeep. It is relatively close and hosts the greatest collection of knowledge in Faerun that I am aware of, anyhow. If anyone would know of a cure or be able to devise one and be able to tell us more about this group of people that attacked me, then we will almost certainly find them in Candlekeep's great library. Rather than walk the whole way, see if that man with the cart is heading north. Preserve your strength while you can.
I think that's actually the first good, usable advice you've given me.
Do not push your luck with such frequent sarcasm, child. Find the cart and let us leave.
After nearly 2 weeks of walking, leaving over 100 miles of the coast road behind you, Candle Keep's soaring spires are finally close enough to reveal their details. Set atop a craggy peninsula, rising above the Sea of Swords, the fortress overlooks the surrounding farmland, while keeping a healthy distance from the wild and shadowy Cloakwood.
At last. I had forgotten how long it can take to travel when one does not have wings with which to fly. It certainly seems tedious. Remember, Candle Keep is the home of the Avowed, the greatest scholars on the continent. Be respectful, follow their rules, and try not to let anything too uncivilized come out of your mouth.
Let's get going.
These fields look almost untended, and I do not hear any farmhands or livestock. Have these places been abandoned for some reason? Keep a keen eye out. If these people fled their homes, they must have had a good reason to do so.
We're starting to wonder if you'd actually stop to talk.
What do you need to warn us about?
Well, the guards aren't going to let you in. I saw you coming up the road, and it's pretty clear you're not from here. So no one's going to let you in, even to the Court of Air.
Why aren't they letting strangers in?
People that are going missing in the area. Travellers and locals alike. Those farms you pass by, for example. Yeah, the families that live there just up and vanished. No sign of an attack or anything. So the people in charge are getting right paranoid and only allowing residents to enter the city.
What's the Court of Air?
Your first time here, huh? It's a big courtyard area, kind of like a small town in itself where people who aren't among the avowed can live, work, and just find some lodging if they're travellers like you. Only the avowed are allowed to stay in the inner ward after all.
Who are you, anyhow?
People around here just call me Scratch. It's not a very inspiring nickname, but better give them my real name in case the authorities come sniffing around. I used to work in the city office as a scribe, but didn't work out.
So how do we get in?
If you're gonna enter Candlekeep, you're gonna need a residence pass. They handed them out to all the locals in their jurisdiction, but it was pretty rushed, and with my special set of skills, I can make one that will fool the guards into letting you through the gate. What do you say? 25 gold, and the documents will be all yours.
Interesting.
25? That's insane! I could live for a whole season on that!
Okay, it's okay in the background.
Maybe where you come from, but things are a bit more expensive in the city. Besides, this represents not only the value of my skills, but also the substantial risk I'm taking in forging legal documents for you. There's serious consequences for this sort of thing, you know?
Fine. We have a deal.
Good. Now, I can't make this pass from nothing, and I sold my last copy a week ago, so you'll need to find one of your own that I can modify. Look at those farmhouses, though. The families there were either taken or left in a hurry. They might have one or two lying around. Bring back a copy, plus payment, and I'll get to work. Be careful, though. The people are gone, but I've heard some rustling around there and other strange sounds. Never seen anything, but gives me the creeps. And I think I saw someone go into one of those houses, maybe to stay the night, but I never saw them come out. Probably just missed them now. Good luck!
Of course, we have to do the legwork.
I'm the one doing all the work. You're just along for the ride.
I will contribute as best I can. My advice by itself could prove invaluable.
Yeah, if you ever give it. What is this thing?
Some sort of construct, it would seem. I would presume that it is guarding this house, unless someone left it with more malicious intentions.
Thanks, but that advice isn't helping me to kill it.
Just tear it apart. If it cannot hold itself together, it is no threat. You think you needed my help to figure even that out?
Finally! What were those things doing on a farm? I don't think seagulls justify that level of protection.
No, perhaps they wandered here. Rogue constructs are not unheard of. Still, you might learn something if you look around. Then again, what have scarecrows to do with our mission?
Not much, I guess.
Katra, I'm going to try something. Do not be alarmed if things start to look different.
Wait, what? Whoa! Okay, what's going on?
I said not to be alarmed. I was uncertain if I could do this while in your body, but my intimate connection to the material plane allows me certain privileges of perception when...
Plain speak, please. Village kid, remember?
Of course. In essence, I can see some elements of magic, how enchantments work, their origin or nature, what they draw power from. It depends on the situation, but you get the gist of it. Perhaps this will help on... I must admit that it is somewhat taxing to use this ability with your body. Please be quick.
It's a mess of dirt. There's a hole where the stake goes, but you can't get anything useful from this.
Let's see. I'm going to click investigate to see. Actually, so what's your... Sorry. Yes.
Folded and then stuffed haphazardly among a pile of now rotting onions, you find a piece of parchment marked with an official-looking seal and titled Evidence of Residence in the Candlekeep Territories. A bit wordy and a bit more aromatic than you'd like, but it should do the trick.
Good. Now return to that individual Scratch. Let us hope that he is adequate to the task.
Hope or not, we don't have many other options to resort to, Vair.
Why must you insist on calling me that?
It's what everyone in the village called you. It's easier than saying your full name.
Be glad that I am a magnanimous and forgiving dragon, else I would be inclined to start tearing up your mind again.
Don't worry, you're already a big enough headache as it is.
more documentation I see there. And smell. Okay, well, you work with what you've got, right? Give me a bit to scrape off and refinish the important parts, then I'll start with colour matching, then confirming handwriting, and your eyes are glazing over. Just give me the goods and wait a bit. And here you go. Certification that you absolutely belong to the area and can come and go as you like. Just don't let any wizards near it. They get curious. They've probably got spells or something that can sniff out a forgery. Otherwise, though, no one will ever be the wiser. Enjoy the castle!
Papers, please. Here's my residence certificate.
The guard glances at the paper, noting the seal and the signatures, but does not peer too closely. Watching him scrunch up his nose, the cursory inspection might have to do with not wanting to put his face too close to the smell of rancid onions.
All right. Everything looks fine. Head on in. Just keep an eye out for any strange activity.
Passing through the city walls, you are dumped into a large, open square that seems to double as a marketplace. It is not exactly brimming with life, but considering how you've lived nearly all of your life in a small village, the number of people in one place is staggering, and the activity threatens to be over.
Good. That was tedious, but we made it. Now the next problematic. Only the avowed and certain others are allowed into the inner through the emerald door on the far side of this courtyard. Talk to the keeper there and determine what is required to get in and speak with one of the experts.
What business have you here, child?
anytime.
My pleasure.
This is unacceptable. We must find someone to assist us, and soon. I can only imagine what those monsters are doing with my body, and already I chafe at being confined to yours.
Wow, thanks. Well, do you happen to know where we could find a rare or unique book?
No. Distasteful as this may be, we might have to find another dubiously legal way around this problem. Actually, I remember passing a sewer grate earlier. If there are sewers for this outer area, then they surely have some for the inner ward.
So, you want me to break into a sewer, sneak through Ogma knows what kind of filth, and then break into the inner ward to, what, kidnap or threaten a scholar into helping us?
Presumably, we would be able to find someone more reasonable, or at least amenable to our request. However, we cannot do that from out here. The sewers are our only option right now.
You only say this because you won't have to smell what I do.
Actually, I will. You think I only see through your eyes? Child, I am bound to experience everything that you do. Believe me, sharing in your bodily functions these past weeks has been far from enjoyable.
Ew. Okay, point taken. Sewers it is then, I guess?
An elven woman was once imprisoned here. As punishment for trying to take over Candle Keep, she was made to be the lighthouse's sole keeper and to live here in isolation for the rest of her days. She died from an accident only a few years later, but locals swear that they can hear her sad, maddened singing coming from the tower on dark, misty nights.
This is what living in a city means? How can one place produce so much filth?
You sounded as if you knew what you were getting into.
I thought I did. Didn't think it'd be this plentiful.
The byproduct of civilization. People are messy.
Fair? Are you okay?
Do not call me that. It's strange, even without a body or the need to breathe. I feel a tightness in my chest, lightheadedness. I think that it would be best to spend as little time in here as possible. Please, hurry through this place.
You don't sound so good. What's going on?
We need to move quickly. You are wasting time.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My side broke.
No. Now stop asking idiotic questions.
Something is definitely wrong. Are you hurt? In danger?
No. Now move. Go.
All right, let's make this quick.
That is the right direction, and it seems to no longer be sewers beyond this point. These are probably the tunnels running beneath the inner ward I have heard of. Catacombs, vaults, labs. Much of the work and knowledge of the Avowed is down here, it seems. Unfortunately, there is a ward on the door. You will need to find a key, unless you wish to be fried.
No, I don't.
On the ground.
There's nothing on the ground.
Precisely.
Helpful?
The rest of this place is a riot of grime and muck, child, yet this path is almost spotless. I would be willing to bet half of my entire horde that a gelatinous cube has come this way.
A what now?
An oozing monster that inhabits places like this. Some people and more intelligent creatures keep them as witless guardians and janitors. The things absorb and dissolve any animal or plant material they touch as a way of eating. They cannot dissolve metals and other non-living things, though, so they can carry the equipment and goods of whomever they have eaten for some time.
Whomever? As in people?
Of course. Do not be dense, child. Now follow this trail. You might find something interesting floating in the cube's body. Just be careful, though, as they can be transparent and thus easy to overlook. There, look. The thing has a key inside of it. It must have eaten a maintenance worker or one of the Avowed. That might get us out of the sewers. The cleaner part we saw earlier. Just don't let the creature suck you up. Please? Yes, it looks as if an enchantment quite similar to the one on the locked door is embedded in this key. It should work to get us through.
And what if it sets off the trap?
Then you had best hope that the mage who put it there set it more as a deterrent rather than a defense.
going to open the door. The magically trapped door stuffed with potentially lethal lightning. Right, okay. And still alive. Right, well, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, be not so dramatic. You could find much worse before we are done here. I have heard tell that there are guardians and occasional escaped experiments down here, though that may just be rumor.
Wow, thanks. The possibility of even greater danger certainly sets my mind at ease. Thanks, Fire.
Stop calling me that.
What?
Get back!
Whoa!
Good job. That creature was known as...
A mimic. Yeah, I've heard of those things. Didn't expect it to be so slimy, though. Why did it have a key inside of it, though? Did it eat someone like the cube did?
Probably not. Otherwise, we would have seen some more gruesome evidence of the meal. No, some people feed mimics various items that they need to hide or protect. If you know how to handle one of these things, they can be rather convenient guardians. As long as you keep them fed, that is.
Yeah, I can imagine the alternative.
Unfortunately, it seems that this ensorcelled armor is tied to the exit. Unless you have a powerful dispelling magic at your disposal that you have neglected to mention, you will have to defeat this thing to undo the seal over the door.
You're saying I have to fight a piece of armor with no obvious weaknesses, or even a person inside to take out? Let me guess, I have to just beat it into a useless hunk of metal, kind of like I did the scarecrows?
Precisely.
I'm really starting to hate constructs. Worth all the trouble we've gone to, Vair. How are we going to get someone to help us, though? We're breaking in.
Let us consider that later. First, we need to get out of these tunnels. Someone might have heard the battle or noticed that the enchantment on the door is broken. We can determine our course once we are safely hidden within the inner ward.
Nice place.
Thank you. Unfortunately for you, chances are that you will only see it as you are taken away to a prison cell.
Get us out of here. We cannot be imprisoned. Not in a cell. Fight. Run. Do something.
Are you joking? There's so many of them. We'll be torn to shreds if we resist.
While we would normally have prevented you from coming this far, Sage Thesserai has taken an interest in you. Now you are to attend him personally.
Whatever you do, do not allow them to incarcerate us. Do not give them a reason.
Okay, I'll go. Where do I find them?
He is waiting for you in Exaltation, the keep. Consider this an honor, as few of those outside of the Avowed are allowed entry to our home. You are to head directly to the Great Library. Do not attempt to deviate from the main path. We will be watching you.
Far enough.
Are you Thesserai?
I am.
What do you do here?
I'm the Sage of Magic in Candlekeep. That means that I am the leading scholar on magic and the department head of magical studies here. I also work as a lawmaker with the other sages. It's not terribly glamorous, if I'm being honest. It involves lots of committee work.
What happens to me now?
Do not attempt to resist the spell. If you resist, then we will have to detain you and try again until you cooperate. Lots of extra bother.
As the spell activates, you feel something press against your mind, and on some level you know that it is trying to pry away your ability to lie. The intrusion is sudden and sets your teeth on edge, and your first reaction is to resist. However, considering where you are and the promise of a jail cell, or worse if you do not cooperate, you relax and allow the spell to take hold.
Good. Now let's get the boring stuff over with. Do you intend to harm anyone in this city, be it specifically in terms of property or any other way that includes, but is not limited to, theft, spying, or harassment?
No, I do not.
Good. Next, why did you sneak into the inner ward?
We need the help of someone who understands magic, and we cannot afford to wait.
Wait, there are more of you? Well, that's okay. Now the interesting stuff. Why do some of our spells register you as a dragon and a human? You aren't some abomination, and you aren't a construct or other made thing, so what exactly are you?
Careful.
I think Christina. Damn, Miracle.
Let's see what she chooses.
Well, I'm still human, I think.
Okay, but why does our magic see you as a dragon at the same time? Come now, you must have some idea.
I am sharing my body with a rather cranky dragon, and we both really like to fix that.
That actually confirms one of my hypotheses. It also poses a lot more questions, but that's gratifying at least. How about while we've got this handy zone of truth working, you just tell me everything you can about how this dragon came to inhabit you, and we work from there. Well, hopefully they will be able to use what you told us to find out more about this group that you encountered and the monsters accompanying them. In the meanwhile, we need to discuss whether or not Candlekeep will assist you in your predicament.
Whether or... How could they refuse us? Tell him that Endan Dravayer demands their aid. It is only fitting that they should restore me to my rightful form.
Endan Dravayer says that he demands your help. That it's only right that you put him back in his body.
Does he now? Well, I don't see as he is in any position to be making demands, much less determining wrong and right.
I am a golden dragon. My very nature is to know right from wrong. Tell him not to question...
He says that he knows right and wrong better than you do.
Does he? Well, I may not be an expert on dragons, but I am a fan of them and have heard his name before. I cannot say that it has been treated with much reverence or gratitude, as Endan Dravayer has a reputation for isolating himself and neglecting to help those in need, even if they ask for his aid. Seems to me that we neither owe him anything, nor that we can trust his moral judgment, much less treat his decisions as lawful, righteous commands.
What do you mean? Are you turning us away? Why bother looking into the people that attacked Vair, then?
Vair? Huh, funny. I figured he would be too proud to accept the nickname everyone calls him.
Everyone calls me that.
But no, I am not turning you away, at least not yet.
Is there a way we can convince you to help?
Well, yes, I happen to have something in mind. You see, there is a clock tower nearby where a colleague of mine named Adro lives. However, no one has heard from him in some time. Since there have been reports of monsters going in and out as they please, it is probably safe to assume that Adro is now dead. Sad as that is, the old codger had a valuable book in his collection. I want you to clear out the vermin, and if Wizard Adro is imprisoned or injured, help him. If he is missing or dead, then find and take the book. You do this, and we'll call it even as far as your crimes go.
This will clear the charges against us?
Yes, as these monsters could threaten travelers and any avowed who venture beyond our walls, if left alone. Adro is now dead.
What's the book I'm looking for?
The last written work of the late and great Archmage Mordenkainen, the Planeswalker's Guide, Interplanar Travel and its Effects on Spellcraft.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, fascinating, really, and far safer to learn from than by visiting the other planes of existence yourself. Adro got nearly everything he needed by selling us just an hour or two with that book every few months. Excellent! Well, in that case, I am looking forward to hearing from you once you have concluded your investigation. Until then, try not to die.
I have been instructed to allow you to and from the inner ward as you please. But if you step out of line again, I will arrest you. Enjoy the sights.
Pleasant woman.
I don't know. I figure you two would get along handsomely.
I understand that was supposed to be a joke, but even so, I fail to see the similarities.
Yeah, you would.
were to hazard a guess, they are guarding the path to the tower.
You think the person who puts them in the farmer's fields also left these ones here?
It is possible. We will discover more at the tower, I suspect.
Feeling a special connection with nature in this place, Druids created this shrine long ago. The shrine is meant to heighten the magic of nature found